Looks like we're good to go across the board. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. So my name is Jared. This is Engineering the Markets. It is June 24th, 2021. Let's see what the market has for us today. All right, so we've been reviewing the fact that the market is in sort of a bounce rebound mode inside of a sharper correction that occurred last week. We noted that the SPY is at a certain inflection point yesterday that ultimately is quite challenging to determine risk to reward and relative strength outside of this pivot. The idea is that we've seen the market here before. Every time we've gotten into this area, we've ultimately had to correct back down into our trading range. And while this has been happening, obviously the market has had sort of a building of energy and pressure in this range. Market participants have been forced to trade the markets essentially in this area. And eventually there will be some sort of direction chosen. The idea is that you want to be both protected on whichever side is chosen. If you're long, you're looking for that breakout and continuation of the bullish uptrend. If you're short, you're looking for more continuation versus just those couple of days of correction. And if you're somewhere in between, you're still trading the trading range. So you're defining your risk relative to these key inflection zones that have been set by the market itself. Now, what's interesting about this morning's session is we came into this level, roughly this 422 to 423. This is that first swing high, that false breakout that occurred back in early May. And when we return to this area after last week's volatility, we get this sort of inverse candle, potential for more downside. And when we look at the close yesterday, we saw that the market did have a pretty steep sell-off into the close, maybe indicative of a little bit of additional downside. Now, what you can see inside of this pre-market is that the market did not do anything like that downside move. We are getting a move higher, and we are actually pushing above this inflection point. So as the market opens today, so long as we're holding in this range, we're getting the potential for something that I like to refer to as an alternate thesis idea. And this is a pretty simple idea relative to when the market does something that it shouldn't have done, and what does the reaction have to be in the case where it holds. So you think about some sort of reversal candle inside of an overall trend. Does that reversal have follow through? If yes, then you get your pullback, your retracement, you sort of fall back against the overall trend. But if you do not get any follow through, then the overall trend continues, and it can be much harsher because market participants may have defined risk relative to that setup. And this is a pretty key concept intraday, along with in general in the market, when you think about how markets break out or how they move outside of value. The idea is that market participants over time get situated and define their risk relative to certain ranges and certain areas of sort of inflection in the market. And there's multiple instruments, there's multiple ways to see how this risk can be pinpointed. But when the market does something outside of that area, then you want to take advantage of this alternate thesis so long as it starts to perpetuate itself outside of the area of risk. So I'll give an example relative to the SPY and what could occur today based on what we're seeing in pre-market. And I'll ask that you maybe take a little liberty in some of the concepts here, as we have talked about a few of them in small detail, but overall the idea is all about risk definition inside of a large market like the SPY. So what I'm going to do is shift over to the SPX, which is the S&P 500 index. It's what the SPY ETF is based upon. And I've marked off two levels inside of the SPX that are relevant for this week. Roughly the 42, I believe 56, and 4,000, 76. So 42, 56, 40, 76. Now these levels may seem arbitrary relative to the chart. You know, why are these levels important for the week? Well, if we shift over into our trade tab, we see that with option chains or with option series relative to weekly expirations, each of these has what's known as an expected move that's built into the model for how options are priced. These expected moves are what option traders often use to define risk in some of their strategies that may be more about relative delta and gamma exposure. And they may also understand that this expected move range is where the market is defining overall risk inside of that time frame. So for example, if we look at the chain today, we can see on any series, we'll just pick an arbitrary one, let's say next Monday, the 28th of June. At this time, the market is pricing in about a $50 expected move inside of the SPX. And that is based upon volatility. It's based upon activity inside of that series. And ultimately, it's where the market is deeming the standard deviation of movement for the SPX given the amount of time remaining. Anything outside of that, we are starting to breach expected move. And oftentimes there are algorithmic programs that are forced to do certain hedging activities until the market either returns to this range, or if it continues outside of these ranges, obviously hedging activity can occur for an extended period of time as we get more and more volatile and range expansion occurs from a technical sense. Now, what makes it so interesting right now is if we go into something called Think Back inside of this platform, and we look at the SPX on Friday or Saturday, basically when the market is closed after last week's activity. So I have the Friday, I believe this is Saturday state. So the market's closed, all of the option settlements have occurred from last week, and we should see the expected move as it was at the open on Monday this week. If we look at Friday's expiration, which is our weekly series for the SPX, the Friday series is often one of the more important ones as one, there is an extended weekend period. There may or may not be additional catalyst risk into a weekend. Markets often like to roll or at least adjust risk parameters based around how the Friday session closes. And you'll often see a lot of activity on Friday's close due to some of this, but specifically just a time frame that we're interested in, the Friday session. The market at that time was pricing in about a $90 expected move. And the SPX closed at approximately 41.66. So as we go back into the chart, we have the two high and low endpoints of this expected move marked. And those are going to be 42.56 and 40.76. Now, another question you might be asking is why the SPX? Why not some other product? And you can certainly do this analysis across any instrument or any asset that you're trading that has options. But one of the key reasons the SPX is so important is based around something called notional value inside of the option market. So the SPX is roughly a $4,200 index product. And when we look at the number of calls and puts traded, the size of, or I guess the amount or the number of contracts traded inside the SPX is relatively high. If you look across just any high traded stock, you'll see very similar counts. Apple, for example, also showing about 1.2 million on yesterday's session. You follow something that's more in play, an AMC, for example, you see that this one does also trade quite high in the option market day to day. But what's different about this is these are, in the case of Apple, $130 stock. In the case of AMC, about a $58 stock. The SPX is a $4,200 index, which means the notional value of each of these calls, each of these puts, the risk definition that's being defined here is an order of magnitude higher than all of these particular stocks relative to the SPX. So the idea of risk and the fact that this does, in most cases, represent a section of the market, something that we're analyzing day to day, means that we can take at least some weight into this data point and understand, as we move into these expected moves, what does that mean for the market and how does the market have to adjust? So all that said, once again, I asked for a little bit of just sort of understanding and acceptance of what's being taught here. I know it's high level for some who are unfamiliar with options, but overall, what we're seeing is that the market is trying to price in an expected move for the week, starting on the Friday session from last week, at the end of that session. Those expected moves define risk. Option traders use expected move, both retail and large institutions. They use this expected move to understand where the risk parameters are. If the market stays within this range, it's sort of a normal week inside of the market. Nothing's really out of the ordinary based upon this pricing model. If we fall outside of that expected move, oftentimes it can become an extended move and we could see some sort of return to the mean, some sort of normalization in the following week. And this is what happened with financials, industrials, and materials, with some of the bounces that we're seeing and some of that correlated state where we got just a bit too far from their expected move. And now we're starting to see maybe a return back to a stable area of value in that marketplace. And ultimately, if we get way outside of the expected move, something like 2 times the move, there is this sort of, I would say, almost like a tipping point. And the market often will have to hedge itself in the way of enforcing the direction of that move, leading to our large crashes or corrections, or leading to our significantly strong breakouts. And these are often just due to the fact that we have gamma exposure inside of the option market. The longer you stay in one area, the more and more market participants have to build energy. This is what I refer to as energy. It's kind of appropriate with the idea of gamma and the usage of the word gamma in other scientific fields. I find that kind of funny. But anyway, this exposure leads to the potential for those 2 to 3 times standard deviation moves when things move well away from their expected. Ultimately, volatility can't expand quick enough, and the risk parameters have to enforce hedging until we get some stabilization and the supply and demand imbalance starts to tip in the opposite direction. So, all this said, why does this matter today? Why is it important today? So, as this marketplace is touching the upper end of the expected move, and as we dive into our pre-market, we can see that so far the SPX is not reflecting that move outside. But what is the SPY. And whether you map out the SPY's expected move or you're simply using the SPX as the correlated expected move with the ranges being relatively the same, a move outside of the expected, and specifically if we start to simply trend away from this trading range, from the all-time high, from essentially a breakout from a technical perspective, all of this can lead to a perpetuation of the direction of the breakout. And when you think about expected move, don't necessarily think about resistance and support. Once again, think about risk definition. So if you're retail, you're buying contracts, usually inside of that expected move range, week in and week out, you're looking for directionality. Market makers, institutions are selling you these contracts, and income generation strategies are selling, strangles, straddles, iron condors, whatever it happens to be outside of this expected move. They're basically saying the market often will stay in this range. But if we break outside, and specifically if we hold outside for a day or two leading into this Friday session, this is when the market can really start to accelerate the risk and the hedging activity needed to cap that risk from our market makers and from all of our institutions. The concept is very similar to what we discussed earlier with AMC and the idea of a gamma squeeze. The market participants who have gathered all of this risk and are forced to sell contracts to retail traders. You buy, someone has to sell. All of that exposure at some point has to release. And when that does, that release of risk is often facilitated by a directional move. We see it as a technical breakout. We often see price compression prior to, which we did get a bit of yesterday and in previous sessions. Plus, we are seeing a lot of follow through on this bounce inside of our sectors that had the sharp sell-off. So this sort of perfect storm is potentially brewing. And so long as everything is moving towards this essential strategy, this thesis that we may have for today and tomorrow, this is something we want to take advantage of as directional traders. So yes, the market is coming into a point that it's basically had a lot of trouble breaking out from. We can even see that from the perspective of our rising wedge, which is still marked on this chart. We're coming into a point that the market basically failed after leaving the wedge, and that's when really the volatility kicked in. This is when sort of the FOMC discussion was taking place, and the market essentially dropped from here. But as we're back in this spot, and as we are slowly outside of the expected move, if we cannot come back in, anticipate some potential hedging to the upside, given the fact that there is a lot of market participation in this trading range. It's sort of everything coming together is based around the fact that the market has been here for months. Market participants have not seen follow through in either direction. We've gotten large moves to the downside and upside, but ultimately we keep coming back to this sort of central point, 417 to 420 inside of the SPY. At some point, this energy will be released. What direction it's released in, that's yet to be determined, but we're seeing a potential here for an upside move. And specifically with tech still holding in, we even saw one of our major market cap names, Tesla, break out from a period of consolidation near the 200 period moving average. We saw a lot of price compression on the daily on Tesla. That breakout is occurring and it's still continuing. All of our inflationary sectors are bouncing. Can the bounce continue? That's going to be a question for today. And then so long as nothing else is forcing us back down, as long as there's no headwind for the market, this thesis could play itself out. So something as a trade idea, I wanted to go into depth as to why you want to consider this trade idea and what are some of the parameters that make this trade idea plausible. It's not just because we're outside of a trading range. That's not enough. The market has shown that it can move outside of this range and slam back into it. It's not enough in one direction. Now they have to hold. Now they have to continue moving into that direction. You know, that got us back from 412 to 420s. What's needed now is essentially all of that stable energy that's been building to finally start to release in the form of some sort of alternate thesis, some sort of short stopping out potential with what occurred yesterday, and that expected move breach into upside hedging. So with that said, you know, this is engineering the markets. This is an idea to come in today. Ideas fail all the time. Some of the best laid plans are often ones that do not work the first time. But if we see this, the idea is very simple. If you're seeing this move happen, do not try and fight it. Remember that this market has a ton of energy built in. We are but fish in a whale's ocean. And what we're trying to do is find what direction, as directional traders, this market wants to take us. If we can take advantage of that, specifically in the context of that sort of breakout and perpetuation of risk to the upside, then you know that can be a very advantageous trade for us to manage and to ultimately collect. But if it doesn't work out, same basic idea. If we get the rollover, then we can expect the market to sort of return back into the expected move. And because we're on the edge, you know, this is where your risk or reward is really nice in terms of, can we go back inside or can we start to break out? You know, everything else in between has been more challenging due to the fluctuations inside of the trading range. So ultimately, hopefully that's been helpful. Obviously look to take advantage of that today and tomorrow, and we'll see what sort of forces we have to fight against in order for that to hopefully occur. So with that said, I'm Jared. This is Engineering the Markets. Trade safe out there. Keep looking for opportunities no matter what marketplace they occur in. We saw the opportunity yesterday in the crypto space. Now we're seeing maybe an opportunity inside of the overall markets. We're getting a little bit of volatility crush. I see that the VIX is down another 4% this morning. So that can once again lead to that sort of upside break with the hope that, you know, a lot of our market participants have to start essentially adjusting their risk parameters. So trade safe. We'll talk more tomorrow. Stay tuned for pre-market prep.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today, brother?
Good morning, brother. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Guys,
They
what an
say there's no.
amazing.
They say there's. You don't have your sound on in the room, bro.
Oh, I do not. All right. Let's see what's going on here. YouTube should be fine as
There
usual.
you
Let's
go.
let's try it again. Okay. Can you guys
There
hear
you
me
go.
now? All right, perfect. All right, you guys didn't miss much. Just good morning and hoping that you guys had an amazing day yesterday and are having an incredible morning today. All right, let's get to it. Yesterday, guys, what an incredible day it was. I mean, just a lot of opportunities. Let's start with CLOV here. Let's get into our 5 minute, go over some of the top plays and highlights from yesterday from our watch list. And right in here, CLV was was definitely not one of the ones that looked great. But later in the day, it did give you a couple opportunities. Andrew traded this a few times. So did Brian yesterday. And again, the chart right here looks horrible. It is very choppy, but they were able to find some decent plays here, scalping plays. Yesterday. So great job there on them being able to do that. Here is Neo, guys. Neo was very, very choppy at the market open, as you can see here. I'm sorry, at the pre-market right before the bell. Even at the market open, continue its chop. Didn't really give us a whole lot to go on yesterday. So again, not really a clean trader. We had better stocks on deck. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple was also pretty crappy as well. Again, not really a whole lot going on there. Tesla, it wasn't. I'm sorry, it was trading very well. I'm surprised Neo didn't trade as clean as Tesla did. Guys, Tesla, beautiful breakout from the 634 level. We talked about this in the pre-market. This level here we had was a great level in the pre-market high there. You can see this thing was strong, had an amazing pre-market action, and that showed in the market open, guys. Incredible continuation here. So if you were watching Tesla yesterday, you did very well here. Nice, beautiful pop. And then after it does this great move, which is an incredible move, guys. You're going from 134 is 634 is the breakout here, and you're getting all the way up to 656. I mean, that is an incredible run there. After that, it doesn't do much. It kind of gets stuck within a range. It doesn't trade very well after that. Here's AMC, guys. AMC got going very, very early, had an incredible breakout here. A beautiful opening range breakup on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute as well, was very clean, very nice. And it's just squeezed pretty nicely here. This move here made a lot of people's day. A lot of people's were done in the morning after one and done here. AMC was just incredible. The volume that came in also, guys. I mean, just look at these candles here on the 5 minute was just amazing. So great pop here. And then not aside from this amazing, let me get my epic pen here. Here we go. Aside from this amazing breakout that you got early on, you get an insane continuation. So instead of it pulling back here after such a great move, it continues all the way up to 61, guys. So again, it does not get cleaner than that, guys. Very, very nice here. And then after that, it completely hits the brake, guys. And look what it does here. Just pure chop, nothing going on there until about 1 o'clock or so. It does start trading a little bit better. But again, majority of people were done with this move right on here. So amazing job there. Here's Roku, guys. Roku continues to somehow, some way crush it. Pre-market action, very similar to what we've seen in the last, 3, 4 days. I mean, just not doing anything at all. And then after the bell, this thing is just trading very nicely here. Not as clean as the last couple of days that we've seen, but look at Roku's daily, guys. Just incredible. So it's green after green here. I did not think they had it in them yesterday to go for another green day, being so extended on the daily, but they did. And today they're looking actually pretty good again, up to percent right now, 76,000 shares traded above these areas of resistance here. So that should be a good one as well. TRCH was on deck. Let's take a look at this one, guys. Let's get to our 5 minute. We had this on a possible, but it was very, very active yesterday. Let's go right in here. Nope, that's not it. Nope, it wasn't that clean. I know that. Here it is. Yeah, this is it right here. So here it is yesterday, guys. Did push some volume around. Not as great as we saw from the day before, but this was also very, very active yesterday also. There were some other ones. We can't go through all of them. I believe there was ENTX. ENTX was incredible yesterday. Nice little breakout here. Beautiful for those that were trading the low flow stocks. And there was another one. Was it Plug? I forget. I think it was Plug. There was another one that traded very well. It was not on my list, but I know Brian and Andrew were watching it yesterday as we were trading live. I can't recall which one it was, but either way, guys, so many opportunities. Even Futu here. Even Futu here traded well yesterday. A beautiful breakout after the bell opened. So, guys, let's take a look at what we have on our gappers list this morning. We have quite a bit on both sides of the field here. A little bit more in the green side. Things are looking rather nice today. I see Ride and Bitcoin are also up this morning. We got Mara in there. A couple of the ones we've been watching closely. A couple of ones here with some really high flow, short interest. So the VRTX, and we have BBBY. So look forward to those. A couple of low floats. I think it's going to be a great day, Norm. What do you think?
I think it's looking pretty decent, man.
Yeah, man.
Nice gaps up on the SPY and Qs, right at 0.5% on the SPY, a little bit more than that on the Qs. We just had a bunch of economic data drop. Good morning, Sophie.
There we go.
My dog just nosed her, opened my door with her nose,
I saw that.
and came in. So I'm
You know
quite
what?
talented.
If you're not gonna give Norman 9 likes, at least let's give it for the dog there. Come on, let's get on camera and let's give us some thumbs up for that at least.
Can you say
there
hi?
we go.
Say hi, Sophie.
Oh, very nice.
So anyway, we just had initial claims come out a little bit worse than expected. Continuing claims were a little bit better than expected, I believe. And then a few other things. Revised GDP was not revised. They held it the same for Q1. We've got some Fed speakers sprinkled throughout the day. As you mentioned, Bitcoin's up about 4% this morning, right around 34,000. So we'll see what the day holds, brother.
Yeah, we'll definitely see, guys. Looking forward to it. Today's SPY, as you mentioned, looking really rather nice this morning. All right, let's get into our gappers list today, guys. Let's start here by removing the stuff from yesterday. Let's get rid of all of this. There we go. And let's see what's gapping up today. So we have starting RCUS. Let's move this out
Ruckus.
of the way here. Ruckus. Let's see what we have here on Ruckus today. Oh, the link. Let's link this up. Here we go. It doesn't save, guys, unfortunately. This linking has to be done every single time. I wish it was safe, but we can't, it's worth doing it every morning. Let's get rid of that. It's worth doing every morning if you're going through tickers as the way we do. It just saves you a whole bunch of time there. All right, let's get the trade ideas out of the way. And now let's take a look here at Ruckus this morning. So pre-market action right now, up 22%, 115,000 shares traded. So that's looking pretty good there. Nice little pop this morning. But as far as the actual price action on the pre-market is not looking good. I love this pop here. They are not a low flow stock sitting at 42 million. It has to get better, guys. I mean, it's nice to see this breakout here, trading at 24, now at 28. That's beautiful, but it's got to get better pre-market wise. So we can come back to it.
Yeah, I agree. It needs more volume. They've got a catalyst on lung cancer. I believe it was phase 2 interim results, something of that nature. So,
okay. You know what?
Them this morning.
Yeah, I'll put them as a possible. Let's see if that catalyst can get going, because it's great to see that with some news behind it. We'll put it as a possible for now. Let's see if we can pick up some steam here. ORPH, this has been incredible. As we know, we've seen a couple of good days out of this one, but for the most part, when it's not trading well, when it's not getting the volume, it is complete garbage, guys. It is very difficult to trade. This morning, they got 2.6 million. They're up 9.7. Can they have another incredible day today? Now, this is a low flow, not a low flow stock, but semi-low flow. It is at 25 million shares flow. So I'm going to put it down here still on the lower flow pile, because you do have to be a little bit careful with this one today. So we'll put it on here. LLY this morning, they are up 7.8, 509,000 shares traded. Beautiful pop here this morning. We've seen this before. They're slightly on the harder side to trade. They're not as fluid with their price action. They sometimes don't get great volume. I love this pop here, guys. We're testing some previous highs right on there on the daily. I hate not putting it on here.
They have big news this morning on Alzheimer drug, which actually is causing them to pop and Biogen BIIB to be on the gapping down list because they just, if you remember, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, BIIB. That had news that had that massive pop on the daily. That was when they came out with news on an Alzheimer's drug. Lilly's seemed to be maybe a little bit better. So, because there's still some questions on that drug for BIIB.
Yeah, these two stocks, again, not the easiest one. I'll keep LLY on here because, again, that is a great catalyst, and they're popping up pretty nice this morning against some areas of resistance. Hopefully, we can see something great out of that.
It could be nice, but
yeah.
as you said, it can be difficult. It can
Yeah.
be a difficult one to trade.
BBBY this morning, Bed Bath and Beyond, right? So it looks like we had pre-market earnings.
They got an upgrade.
Yeah. All right. So that turned out pretty good for them. They are up 6.1 this morning, 332,000 shares traded. This could be interesting. I like BBY. It can be fun at times, not great all the time, but when they have a catalyst and or upgrade, they can trade actually pretty decent. Out of all the retail stocks, this is one that actually trades on the slightly on the better
trades
side.
pretty well. It got that upgrade, I believe, out of Bank of America Securities, the buy rating. It's been a meme stock in the past. It's got a high short float. Could be really good today.
Yeah, you're right. A short flow of 30% here. That could be interesting. RLX, we had this on our list before. I took it off, guys. It just looks bad. And let's take a look here on how it did yesterday. It's just brutal. Yes, these moves look great, but just look at the way the volume is on this. No. Let's get away from that. UAVS this morning, they are up 3%, almost 4, 3.9 to be exact. 112. American Stock Exchange price action looks horrible. And the daily doesn't look any better. So let's find something better than this. CLOV this morning. I think this is worth keeping on our list, guys. Their daily's looking very, very good here. Again, yesterday they were great for a couple of scalps. Pre-market, though. Pre-market, they were pretty hot, guys, in the pre-market. They traded very well. There's a couple opportunities, a couple of breakouts here, and I know some of you guys took advantage of this. It's just the market opened. The fun was after the pre-market, the fun was over. So let's see, guys. Although I did not like what I saw yesterday and after the market opened. Today, possible continuation here, guys. They got the volume. Can they get something going here? We know they've been a former runner in the past. When they get great volume, they can run nicely. I think it's worth putting it on here. We can always move it down as a possible if we don't like what we see. VXRT, this one is ran before huge, guys. You guys remember this going back here, broke out of 6. And I always remember this one because the interesting story with this one, they're looking to, instead of a vaccine with needles, they're looking to get a pill, that you can send to your house. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but again, that could be interesting. And they're up 3.7, 297. If they get the volume, they're very fun to watch and trade, guys, right on here. They got to get the volume. Right now, the volume is okay, but I do like what I'm seeing on the daily with this gap up. Maybe a possible. I know we had as a possible a couple of days ago and we took it off because we just have so many other stuff that looked a lot better. XL always on their gappers up here and down here and there. They don't trade very well. I personally don't like them. And today they're not looking interesting at all. So let's skip on that. Heading down to Mara this morning. Let's see what the Bitcoin's doing. They are up slightly today and they had a great day on. This was Wednesday? No. Today's Thursday. This was Tuesday. They had a great day on Tuesday, guys. It's traded very, very clean. Both of them, Riot, Mara. I don't know about CAN because usually that's the one that doesn't trade. See that their daily was not as big as Riot and Mara. Could be interesting, guys. They're up slightly today. Their daily might be trying to get a little bit of a bounce here, depending how what's going on with Riot, since they've been beat up quite a bit here. Both of them look exactly the same. I don't see one that looks better than the other. I'm just gonna keep Mara for now. We can take a look at that a little bit later. SKLZ, we looked at this before. I can't remember how it trades. It is a higher.
It's a great swing trade stock. It's not a great intraday trade stock.
Gotcha. And we're not seeing anything great pre-market right now besides not the daily, not the pre-market action. You got this nice short interest here. That could be exciting at 30%. That's a lot, guys. But other than that, I'm not seeing anything great. We can look at these in our scanners. Let's see if that hits a turbo breakup. That could be interesting there, or high of day volume trending scanner. So here is Grubhub this morning. Wait, is that right? Whoa. Oh, no. I thought this gap down happened today. I was about to say, what is going on? But here's Grubhub, guys. They are up 3% this morning, 214. They're not easy to trade. They're very difficult. They have a nice gap up after not doing a whole lot the last couple of days after this drop here. I'm not sure on it. Do they have any news? I saw some of you guys mentioning Grubhub, but I'm not sure.
I didn't see anything, but maybe there's something out there. Maybe somebody knows.
We'll put it as a possible. Just incredible what the stock is sitting at now, guys. $18. TLRY this morning, they are They have 2.8. Pre-market action is okay. Daily is interesting. We're kind of bouncing off this level of support, so that could be exciting. Maybe a possible for now. That's about it. Let's see where it goes from there. Tesla, guys, was so great yesterday. Today they're up again 2.7. Decent volume, 724. That's great volume for Tesla. I like this. I like Tesla today again, and if it trades like it did yesterday, that could be a whole lot of fun. CCIV this morning had a good day yesterday. We did not pull this up yesterday, but looks like it had a
That
nice
was strong.
Yeah, it was strong yesterday. Had a nice continuation here in the 9.
They gave a production update,
Okay,
and that's what popped them.
That is always good news. Yeah, I'm gonna put CCIV on here, guys. Pre-market action is looking a lot better since 7. 7, you can see a little bit better candles being formed. We just need a little more volume to start showing up here. CCIV is good. Let's keep that on there. ATOs, I put this on my list all the time, and I don't know. It's a hit or miss with this one. So I'm on the fence on it. I'm not going to add it on today. Let's see if we can find something better. Workhorse was just there to disappear. Maybe it's bouncing around that 2%. Let's take a look at what is Workhorse doing today. WKHS. Here we go. So Workhorse, yeah, it's just kind of right below that 2%, but they do got some volume. Their daily is interesting too, guys, getting above this area of resistance. We had hit some of these levels before in the past, and we're seeing a slightly higher volume than usual right on here. So that's good. The last since June, for some reason, volume has increased a little bit. It's died down in the last couple of days, but still more than what they regularly do. So that could be interesting. Good day yesterday. Nice little breakout day yesterday for them. So they were strong yesterday. Let's put them as a possible. A Workhorse could be interesting today on that daily. We'll see what happens. Gapping down, not a whole lot here. Let's take a look. We have RAD this morning. This is Rite Aid, I believe.
Yep.
Yes. And they could trade well if they have a catalyst. Looks like
They had earnings.
Earnings down 12%.
Yep. They had earnings this morning. Their earnings per share were better than estimates, but their revenues were a little bit shy. So,
okay, could be interesting. We'll see. We only really look at this one when they do have some kind of catalyst going on there. DQ is a very difficult stock to trade, guys. What is this? Dairy Queen? No, it's not Dairy Queen.
No,
Dago,
it's
whatever.
Chinese trash.
Yeah, this is very, very difficult to trade. We've seen it before in the past, so I'm just gonna skip on it. BIIB, we kind of spoke a little bit earlier. Yes, this has amazing moves in the pre-market, and look at this thing going from 280 to 470, but it's extremely difficult to trade, guys. So I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna keep it on my list for now. I will watch something else in the meantime. BNL this morning, they're down 5.4, but we need more volume. There's just not a whole lot of volume going on at the moment there. ENTX again on our list this morning. This way on gapping down, so the fun might be over. There is no shares for sure, so I'm not interested in this one unless we start seeing some kind of support happening here at the lows of yesterday and bottoming to try to reach some new highs. But right now with no shares, the fun might be over on that. No shares for sure. OSW pre-market right now on OSW, not looking too exciting. Down 3%, but everything else looks horrible on this one, so we'll skip this for now. Norm, anything you like on your end?
I got a couple, and hang on, I lost my list. I scrolled too far away. You ready? You ready?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
ready.
hate mail. I'm gonna get hate mail when I bring it up. Which ticker am I talking about?
Oh, you got to be talking about BYND.
Beyond the meat.
You got to be talking about BYND. Oh my God! And where's my picture? I got it up here. I'll bring it up later. BYND. Wow, that's a nice consolidation of BYND. They got any catalysts going on today?
Yes, they do. So, two analysts, I believe JP Morgan mentioned that if all of a sudden, without any fanfare, Beyond the Meat has disappeared off the Dunkin' menu, the sandwich version, and a Goldman analyst said either the wrap version is about to, or it has disappeared. Now, Beyond the Meat says they still have a. Oh God!
Did you have something to do with this, Norm?
Well, I'm not a fan of Dunkin' to begin with. I think their stuff is not very good. But anyway, so it could be in play. We'll see.
Yeah, that is definitely not great news because I remember how much they popped up because of that. I mean, that's a huge franchise to be in. Yeah, I'm gonna put BYD meat right on here today for sure.
It's kind of surprising. It's not moving that much,
Yeah, I'm
but you
shocked. Yeah.
remember right after this thing had IPO'd and any
Hmm.
hint that they were getting into any, whether it was Dunkin' or a McDonald's or
Right.
this or that, it would just pop 15, 10,
Oh yeah.
15%,
Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah.
be. And
Hmm.
then, obviously you're not getting pulled out of a store because it's fantastic sales. So
Right. Right. So I'm shocked, man. This thing is not moving the way I would expect this morning. So let's see what happens when the market opens and real volume starts coming in. What's going to take place there, and also we're sitting right at the lows of this consolidation. That could be interesting. And you had another one you said, or a few more?
just stick with that. Go to the room. You're good.
Okay, excellent. All right, let's go in here. Let's start with Lee in CT. Lee CT there giving us Wish this morning. Let's see what Wish is up to today. So at the moment, great volume, guys. 1.1 pre-market action, just really all over the place. But we've seen this crazy pre-market action from them in the past, and they can tend to trade rather well. Kind of wrapping itself around the previous day close line. You see this dotted black line right on here. That is what that is. Yeah, let's put it as a possible. Let's come back to it. I like the volume on it. Pre-market is not great just yet. Let's see if that volume can be pushed around somewhere that makes sense for us. What else we have here? PIRS, Mr. T. Is this any good today? PIRS started good, then just kind of fell apart. So that's what you're kind of saying there. Yeah, it kind of fell apart here. So not good right now unless it can get going again. Heading on down, we have Neo. Let's take a look at Neo today. Neo, I like the daily on Neo, guys. We talked about this a few days ago, right? This little range we're getting here. So it's trading well. Pre-market action right now, decent. I wish it had a little bit more volume. I think it could be a possible. It might beat some of the other stuff that we have in our secondary list. Take a look at Apple. Apple is always a good one, guys. I think we have to have Apple on deck. They didn't do a whole lot yesterday, but that's okay because if you look at the days we had on Apple, man, we got some pretty good days in here. Nice breakouts. It has been very strong as it continues to make its way, hopefully, to that 145 mark. I think is the most recent high. We had 137 right on here. I think 145 might be like the all-time high or something. Yeah.
That daily is kind of weird looking. Like the last few weeks there, it looks like a teenager trying to learn how to drive a manual transmission. Just
Yeah, that is very good. Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. I agree, man. Somehow getting these couple of great green days in here, and then yeah. So we'll see. Pre-market right now looking great, guys. I like what I'm seeing there on Apple. Let's see if this thing can be strong. It's gonna come up to a real test here though, around 135-ish or so. I'll say 135. See if we can get up to there and break out of that, because obviously that is major resistance for Apple here in March. So we'll see. We haven't been up here since late March. So yeah, I like Apple, guys, a lot actually. Let's see what we can get going there. Thank you, Edwin, for that one. That's a good one. CCL. Let's see. Did I miss a few more? BYD. We do have MRIN. Did you mean mRNA or MI? Do you really mean
no,
MRIN?
MRIN.
Oh yeah, this thing is going 20 million right now. It is up 82%. Let's see what the float is on this one. We are looking at
around 10.
10. Yep, I
Ish.
see that. Yep. Guys, really, really low flow stock. I'm gonna bring it down here to our low flow pile. This could be the low flow of the days. Got some pretty good action. So we'll put that on there. MRIN this morning, guys, breaking out nicely here. 20 million, up 83% right now. Let's take a look at CCL. CCL right now, we are dropping towards the previous day close, but we're not doing a whole lot. That's great. Great area of support, though. I don't think it really is in play. I know Thor will watch it because Thor loves CCL. I think it's becoming like his like Peter's AMD for Thor. So we'll see if he calls something out great.
I was going to use a less PC word than that, but
so we'll see what we'll see what happens.
He's making it his friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's really good at it too. He's able to get some good trades out of it. Yeah. Tariq, you're giving us, or Tariq, more like it. Tariq, you're giving us a plug. Let's take a look. Plug here. I like the daily unplug. Yep, daily unplug is nice, guys. Possible breakout. Had a couple of good days on here. Pre-market is okay. It's around the volume, but yeah, I think it looks good. I think this can definitely be some of our possibles that we have on here. We'll put it on there. 8:55 Eastern time, guys. I gotta stop here. Let me take a look over on what we have on YouTube. Let's see what you guys have on your end. So
I already told
PLTR.
somebody we'd look at BB, so they'd quit spamming the chat. Usually I don't do that, but I'm feeling
Oh,
generous.
okay,
So be
okay.
sure to check BB. It does
I
not
sure
look
will.
good, though.
Yeah. Oh man, what, you spamming the chat something that doesn't look good. It's not a
Yeah, it
great
just
look
doesn't
for you,
have
man.
it just doesn't have volume. It's
Yeah.
jumpy. It's not
Yeah.
gapping. Yeah. I mean, I know this is a Wall Street bet stock, meme stock, but
Mm-hmm.
um,
And it can
yeah,
all change,
just
but man, right
right
now
now
it's
it
just
doesn't look
not,
very
no,
good.
doesn't look good. We need a whole lot more volume for this to be interesting. Speaking of BB, is AMC doing anything today? I mean, we'll probably still watch it anyways because it can look like crap and still trade very well, for especially for scalping plays. So we'll put it on here. AMC, yes, they had a monster breakout at the market open, so we'll take a look at that. All right, a few that are already on here. Plug. We do have Neo. We do have a lot of you guys throwing out PLTR. PLTR. Did we look at this PLTR? I feel like we did. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think or maybe you looked at it from yesterday or something.
It could have been. Yeah, it
Guys,
could have
just a
been.
reminder.
Yep.
Hey, pause real quick, bud.
Yep.
So we've got 155 likes on YouTube and 600 people watching. So we're going to try to have Andrew and Brian on at the open, but we got to get the likes up to do so. So please hit the like button.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get to
guys.
500 again.
Yes, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Again, I appreciate all the support, guys, over on YouTube. Thank you for that. So PLTR, guys, always sometimes could be a hit or miss. Today they are again had a great day yesterday as far as being strong, breaking out as 25.50, and now above this area of resistance. We got some more consolidation here happening as 12 at 20, around 27. Volume is good. Yeah, PLTR could be decent. I mean, I know this list is huge, guys, but don't worry. Do not worry. We will make this very manageable very quickly. FSLR. Let's take a look here. Right, nice pop on FSLR. They are up 6.4. Not great volume, only under 100,000. This is why they're not showing up on our scanners. But this could be interesting on this one. Now, we had a whole lot of fun when this was getting volume and gapping up and down. Interesting pop up this morning. I'm going to put it here above which, and I have to stop here because I just have way too many now. FSLR. So we'll stop there. Now, any other ones that might look let's see here. I think we'll have to stop here. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on what we have right now. Excellent, guys. Let's go over to our community announcements. We'll come back and we will fine tune this list, chop it up really nice.
All right. Kyle's crypto security and broker account security webinar is posted next week, 5 o'clock Eastern special time because of his time zone. Next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern, Eamon's going to be talking about lessons to learn from his best in words trades. Looking forward to that. Peak Capital got a little bit of a sneak preview on that sneak preview there yesterday. Then psychology, the town hall with Dr. Katz is posted. I still don't know what's in the hopper for next week, but I guarantee you we'll have something. If you want to participate in the member trade of the day, trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day with entries and exits, add any commentary you can, and post it on Twitter. Tag at Memorable Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT. Also use hashtags BBT Family, Day Trading and Stock Market. We'll announce the winner for each day on Twitter and in the room at the end of the day. And then the team will vote on all the trades of the day for trade of the week that'll be announced on Monday. New York meetup, July 3rd, Thor's 40th birthday. Check the forums and RSVP there. Andrew, Carlos, Mike, and Kyle will also be there. If you want to, if you're watching on YouTube, haven't been in the chat, use the promo code premarket24 to get a discount off the intro membership. That is 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the room. Does not auto renew, and it also gives you access to the onboarding classes that Carlos, Kyle, and Mike do every Monday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, you can get 40% off the Elite Annual membership by using the promo code Fireworks40 for our 4th of July promotion.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Norm, for that. All right, guys, let's get to it. We have
keep hitting those likes. We're almost there.
Nice. Love it.
We're getting there.
All right, let's see. All right, who is this clown over here? Let's remove this guy. Let's say see ya to our friend there. Tiger 23. See ya. See ya. There we go. Bye-bye. All right. No time for that nonsense there. Let's get to it, guys. ARAV. Now, this one here, it is up 31%, 4.8 million shares traded. So it's definitely very active. Let's get the flow for this. ARAV. Let's see what we have here. All right, what do we have here? This one is 11 million shares flow, so that's good for a low flow stock. Very active, guys. We'll put it on here. We got 3 low flows that are looking great today, right? At least 2. ORPH is decent. It's 25 million shares flows. It's a little bit on the higher side. MRIN is looking really good, guys. Look at this action we're getting here. It's just like ABCD patterns after ABCD pattern. When we look, we don't really focus on low flow stocks, but when we see this type of movement here, this is nice. That is what we want to see. We don't want to see what it pops up here, then it just starts going sideways and dying down, and just, you know, that's no good for us. This right here is excellent. So hopefully that can continue into the pre-market, into the market open. And now we're adding, which one we just said? ARAV. ARAV, also very active, also another low flow there. All right, let's fine tune this list. I'm going to start with our secondary list. Let's see what's on here and let's remove. We're going to be very picky because there's a lot of here that has great potential. I do like FSLR, guys. I do like this pop. Pre-market action is not great. I think it needs more volume, but this could be a nice one. It can get going pretty good here. So I want to keep that on there. Wish is throwing volume around like crazy now. 1.5 is, again, it was down here, now back up in the green. This is just wild and mad. I like the daily here, guys. This can be very explosive. So we'll definitely keep this one in here. This one might actually be one to go on our main list. Ruckus this morning, you know, I like this pop here. They're up 23%, 150, but giving everything else we have, I don't think this is going to make the cut, guys. So we have to cut that one out of here. LLY, love this pop, 7.6, 589, but going back on how tough this can be to trade, is going to be a different one to keep on here. Let's keep it on there for now, but it might not survive. VXRT is taking off here. I like this this morning. Again, they can be explosive if they get the volume. 410 already this morning, and pre-market action getting a whole lot better. So I like that there. Grubhub, I'm going to remove, guys. It's just there's nothing happening here compared to everything else today. TLRY. On the fence on this one. Let's come back. Workhorse, I do like Workhorse. We'll keep that one. Rite Aid, another one that even with sometimes even with a catalyst, it can be difficult. So we'll remove it. Neo this morning could be interesting, although Tesla's the one that's really got it going on, guys. Tesla is on fire. So I'm hesitating with Neo. I think I might just take off Neo. I have Tesla. You know, we can always, you know, put Neo back on the board if it shows up on the scanner. So let's be picky today. Let's be real picky. Plug, I think I'm going to be picky even with Plug today as well. I like their daily here. Pre-market action is a little bit dull at the moment. Could get better if somebody else watches it. You know, see something, you know, say something, right? So PLTR here this morning, they're looking okay though. I like this price action this morning. They can be difficult at times. It can be very choppy. Let's see if this can continue into the market open. Really strong, man, PLTR, guys. I mean, going from the bottoms of 17 up to 25, struggling a little bit here, consolidating, but still maintaining the support, and now able to break out yesterday. Possible continuation on PLTR. That's looking good. All right, so I think we did okay there. We still might need to do a little bit more. Let's take our look at our main list. BBBY, guys, nice pop here. I like that one. CLOV. Whoa, CLOV. Yes, sir. We are active, guys, up 7% right now. 4 million shares traded. So the fun has begun on CLOV. If you're trading that, give us a thumbs up in chat room, and also in our members chat here. I want to see if you're in that already. So very nice. Here's Mara this morning. Oh man, you look at Mara, you look at everything else. This is not looking great. I might drop that one. Tesla is good. CCIV has great potential. Maybe a possible more than anything. BYND, I'm going to move down, but I want to keep an eye on BYND because I'm shocked they're being dropped from such a big franchise. And they're not dropping or even moving, not at all. So that's strange. I expect this thing to do something at the market open. All right, let's go back up top here. CCIV is okay. Apple is great, guys. I love the daily over the last couple of days. I love the pre-market action today as well. So that's looking good. AMC this morning, you have to watch AMC. It's just, if you look at the daily, you probably thinking, man, this stock is garbage, which it can be, but within this daily, within this range, I mean, that's a $10 range, guys, and we've seen some pretty good opportunities here, like we saw yesterday, right? Yesterday's daily is not really showing you a whole lot, but man, that breakout yesterday was insane. So a lot of people finishing their day one and done with that AMC trade yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 here. I think we still need to fine tune a little bit more, guys. Let's be picky. BY, CLOV continues to run here. Mara is okay. I might drop Mara. I think Mara's got to come down. So let's bring Mara down, and then we'll fine tune our. I know it's a process, right? When you have so many stuff, you got to go through this process to make sure you get the best list possible. Tesla, CCIV, Apple, and AMC. So I think we're good here. And I also think CCIV is probably the weakest link out of all of these. We'll do levels for it, but we might replace that with something else. Another round through our secondary list, guys. Mara, we'll keep it on here. BYND, again, it's not doing much. I want to see what happens there. FSLR starting to get going here, guys. Up 6-7% almost. Wish, very active. LLY, VXRT continues to run here, but we're very not the best pre-market action. TRY I'm going to take off. Let's get rid of this here. Let's get rid of that. Workhorse is okay, and POTR is all right for now. Then we got our low floats down here, guys. We got 3 low floats at the moment, all looking okay. So all right, let's do some levels, and we can come back and fine tune this list even one more time. At least we'll buy ourselves some time, and we'll see if we can if some stuff is going to hop off this list as we move forward, depending on how their trading is looking later. All right, let's start with BY, guys. Again, they're popping up a nice 5.8 this morning. We like this one, BetBef and Beyond. When they are in play, they can trade very well. We've taken some really good opportunities. I think this is one of the retailers, because retail companies usually do not do well, but this is one that can trade very nice. So 32, 31, 22, 24 is the high of the pre-market. I have another level here on the daily around 32.11. Let's mark that there. Above this, we do have 33.04, and I'm just going to put one more up here just in case we get going. This is going to be at 35 or so, right? Just in case we get a nice pop here. This thing has run up in the past. They do have a very high short interest, guys. So both of these, VXRT and also BBBY. So that could be very, very interesting. CLOV this morning continues to rip higher, guys. This thing wants to go. We talked about this one being explosive, and we're seeing that now. I'm not going to mark down the high of the pre-market because it might probably make no sense at the moment. So let's look at the next daily level we have. We have one coming up here at 1548. Let's throw one on there. Above this, we have another one over at 1617, and then slightly up here at 18, right? So we got a couple of levels on here. I do like this 1617 quite a bit because that is being tested in a couple of areas here, and here, right? So you have a lot of touch points there, opposed to like a 1807 where you only have really this the opening of this date here, right? So that's a good one. Let's see if we can get going. And also the 1548. We do have an area of resistance right on here. Let's see if we can get to that, man. This thing really popping this morning. Here is Tesla, guys. Tesla is looking really good as well. It had an amazing day yesterday. Right now, pre-market highs is looking at 678.01. And heading over here to our left for levels above the pre-market highs, we're looking at 690. Great area right there of resistance. On there, a little bit of support as well. Actually, no, a lot of support. Look at the support happening here. More resistance coming up here if you move more towards the left. And now this is, I love this level here, 703, guys, 79. Great areas, just tons of resistance, more support, more resistance happening here. It's just all over the place. This thing is being touched left and right, or up and down, better said. That is looking good there. Towards the bottom, guys, of Tesla, you have the pre-market highs and lows from the last 2 trading days taking care of you there. And you have your previous day close over at 656.57 this morning. So that's looking very nice there on Tesla. Very similar to what it did yesterday, right? It just kind of popped up and just kept banging its head against the pre-market highs. And then it just took off. It just really, really took off here. So let's see if we can get some of that action this morning. CCIV, I'm on the fence on this one, guys. Again, we're gapping up 2.4. We have potential. We had a great day yesterday, possible continuation today, but the volume is not there, and the pre-market action is not looking all that exciting compared to everything else that we have on deck. High of the pre-market 25.79. We'll slam a level there. Above that, we do have a very nice one here over at 26.52. Another great level there. And then slightly above that, we do have 27.37 and all the way up here, 27.87. So a couple of levels towards the top, towards the bottom. Previous day close, a major level here, guys, as you can see there, sitting right at 25.06. You got tons of support happening here, and then a little bit of resistance yesterday as we made it towards that 25 that we're gapping up from today. Towards the bottom, we're looking at a 24.34. We'll slam a level there as well. And then below that, guys, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days taking care of you there, so you're good. All right, next is Apple. I love Apple. I love the way it's been trading the last couple of days. This morning, high of the pre-market, 134.70. We'll throw a level there. Above that, I already marked this area of resistance, which is this 135.18. So that'll be nice if we can get up there this morning. And then slightly above that, we do have 137.07. So we'll throw a level all the way up there as well. Towards the bottom, guys, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days, doing an amazing job. Previous day close there, a great area. That previous day close, look at that line on there. A great area of support and resistance. So a lot of touches on here, guys. You can see the support happening here, over here as well. A little bit of resistance, more support than anything, and then more resistance towards the end here, in a little bit over the last couple of days, or actually the last day yesterday. So Apple is good. Great volume, guys. 807,000 shares traded right now. Looking rather nice this morning. Now here's AMC. And AMC, I mean, you can't judge it too much by its pre-market action because it doesn't mean much until that market open goes on and just things just take off or drop, right? It can be very, very fun to trade here. It's 57.75, guys, is the low of the pre-market right now. We're stuck within a nasty range. And if you look at the daily, it's interesting. The daily, we have gone from really wide candles, right, to a very small, narrow range on here. So in the last couple of days, it's kind of stuck within this range. It's a $10 range, still very nice. Let's see, man. I want to see where AMC is going to be at maybe not today or tomorrow, but next week, if we're going to still be stuck in this range or breaking out of that one way or the other. We haven't added any levels, guys, besides the previous pre-market low. Everything else here looks good. You can add the pre-market high if you want, 58.59. Let's see if we can get a breakout like we did yesterday on that one. And then outside of that, the levels that you have already are good to go. You have 47.65, 42.33 towards the bottom. And then towards the top, you have 64.79 and you have 68.75. So that has not changed. That stays the same. All right, we're looking pretty good here, guys. Let's take a look at our moderators lineup. What do we have here? Let's resize this here nicely. We'll turn this off over here. There we go. Get this out of the way. And let's bring this in. All right, if I can do the right thing here. There we go. And let's hop on over here, guys. All right. While we do this, guys, take the time, if you have not done so already, to hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. We highly appreciate it. Helps us out a lot. Takes you 2 seconds, but it does an amazing job for us. And today we have Andrew and Brian trading live, so make sure you hit that thumbs up to get them motivated to come on live for YouTube this morning. All right, here's what we have. We have Peters coming in with some surprisingly busy IPO day. I'm not going to read them all out to you, but here they are. Here's the IPOs for today. So you can take a look at that. Couple of SPACs, couple of stuff going on there. That looks good. Here is Dima with her list. She's looking at CLOV, LI, which I'll look at LI next because someone's been tagging me to look at LI as well. So we'll look at that. VXRT and Apple. Peter is looking at AMD, of course, CLOV, Apple, secondary list, Tesla, ORPH, and also MRIN, MRIN this morning. Tiffany likes Tesla, CLOV, secondary list, Apple, LLY, and PLTR this morning. Mike is looking at Apple and Roku as well. Eamon, not the greatest list for him, but he is looking at FSOY, Fubo, Apple, secondary list, Space, Plug, and AMD today as he prepares for the market open. He had a great video yesterday, guys, on YouTube on how to spot, was it breakouts? Must watch. He has some examples on there too. Very I don't want to say, it's kind of not basic, but easy and actionable, right? Easy, that's probably the better word. Easy and actionable. There's some stuff you can explain that might not be actionable, man. The stuff he explained in the YouTube video yesterday, if you have not watched it, please do so. It's stuff that you can take with you and actually put into action. So thank you, Amy, for that amazing video there. All right, guys, what else do we have? Norm, anything else brewing on your end?
No, nothing special. Just likes. Keep hitting that like button. We need just a few more.
Excellent. All right, guys, let's take a look at our recap real quick. BBBY looking good this morning. Again, nice pop today. CLOV continues to just take off here, guys. Let's see if we can get towards that 1548. I haven't marked down the pre-market high because it just doesn't make sense at this point. Let's see here. But guys, this is very strong. 7 million. Last time we looked at this, it was at 4. So the volume is just pouring in.
I just had a genius idea.
Let's do it.
We need Kyle to create something that counts the likes on YouTube, and when it hits like 500 or whatever that number is, it's an alarm for Andrew to wake up.
And and if anyone could do that, it is Kyle.
It's Kyle.
It is
Yep.
Kyle. There is no question. He is just amazing. All right, guys. CLV looking rather nice this morning. Very, very active. Tesla, it's okay. I like the daily and everything else on this one. Did well yesterday. CCIV still. You know what? I think this is more of a possible. I'm probably gonna end up dropping this. Let's look at LI before I forget. I like the daily on LI. Yes, that is nice. That is very, very nice. That is good. Can we share this? How can I share this? This is what our community is doing here, guys. So if you haven't had a laugh this morning, this has to make you laugh. Maybe Norm's shirt gonna piss some people off, but this shouldn't piss you off too bad.
I would
right?
shoot that thing if it did that to me in the morning.
Oh my god, that is horrible. All right, guys, we're looking good here. LI, I like the daily. It looks good. A possible breakout. I think we can add it. But I just got so many. I have so many this morning, guys. I don't know if I have space for this, but yes, the LI possible breakout there. Apple, I do like. So I think it's one you always got to keep on, and AMC as well, especially with the way this market's trading. Our possibles list, Mara, BYND's looking a little flaky today, but again, I got to see the market open on BYND.
It's on my secondary. I want to see if it reacts. Like
too.
I said earlier, when it used to get the tiniest amount of news that they might have one patty going for, somebody at Dunkin' Donuts a year and a half ago. If news broke that somebody at Dunkin' Donuts in their personal time took a bite of a Beyond the Meat patty, it would be up 10%. And now news that they're starting to disappear from Dunkin' Donuts, it's not really doing anything. I just want to see what happens.
Me too. I need to see what happens there. Joseph, you know what? I agree with you. I don't think that is a racist comment when we call when we call it a stock Chinese trash. We'll call it foreign trash. How about that? We'll call it foreign trash because it's nothing to do with Chinese. It's about
China, the country.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the.
Go watch the movie China Hustle and tell me that the fake stuff in there is not trash.
Yes, absolutely, guys. So, and again, if you think Norm and I have any ounce of racism,
no,
you shouldn't be watching this show. I'll tell you, you shouldn't be watching the show or be part of this community because you are so out of line. It's just insane. It really is. All right, guys, let's get to it. Yes, I agree, guys. I agree. Let's get back into character here. FSLR, guys, looking good. I love this pop. I'll have it as a possible. I think it could be great, but the volume is not there. It really should not be on this list now that I think about it. And here is Wish. Wish is pushing volume around. But if you guys remember, was it 2 days ago? It did just this. It was just nasty chop up and down, and then it just broke out of that range and was amazing. So we'll see where that goes. LOY looking decent. Possible drop here. VXRT, guys, slowly but surely they're somehow creeping up. I don't like the price action in the pre-market, but this could be the sleeper for today. So let's keep a close eye on this one because if you guys remember, this thing ran up nicely. When it does get volume, it runs up nicely. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Workhorse looking really good here as well. And a POTR, a good possible. So I think we're all set. All right, how are we doing on the likes this morning? Brian and Andrew will be coming on shortly, guys, to take us through the market open. I can't see the numbers of likes.
464.
464. Ooh, can we?
We're close.
Can we get 5? Come on, guys, we could do this.
40 more. There we go. Now it's ticking up.
There we go. Brian coming in with his list here. CLOV, Laser, LAZR, RAD, VXRT, and also MRIN this morning. So pretty good list there for that.
There we go. 500.
Oh,
now somebody's got to wake. Now somebody's got to wake up Andrew.
Peter, can you make the call?
All right.
We got to have a little fun, guys. But we are looking good this morning, guys. Oh, we did not go over our low flow stock. Let's wait for Brian and Andrew to hop on. We did not go over the low flow stock. Let's see what's going on here. So ORPH right now, again, this thing could be very explosive, guys. Just be careful. Be careful with this one. They're up 13% today. We saw what happened before in the past. It can run up pretty nice here. We do have shares for sure. 4.2 million shares traded. MRIN also looks very good. And also, I cannot watch all of these. ARAV. I'm going to take off ARAV because we have this. See, this I'm talking about. We have this pop, and then we just kind of move sideways, and now it's just kind of trending downwards. I don't like that on my low floats. Guys, I could be completely wrong. This thing could level off here and just be the best stock that trades today. But I don't like when it does that. I like when you kind of do this, right? You have a pop and you just kind of start building this ABCD patterns. This is a lot cleaner. That's what I like to see on my low flow stocks. And ORPH has been a monster before. I think we're good here. As we wait, let's go ahead and do some levels. I am going to mark down the high of the pre-market for ORPH sitting at 859. So we'll slam that there. And then above that, guys, we do have the highs from yesterday right on there. And then slightly above that on this insane, nasty daily, we are looking at a 995. 995. There we go. So that's pretty good there. Towards the bottom, guys, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. I don't think you need to add any more. Let's see. We're going up against this pre-market high again. 859. We'll see if that can break out. MRIN this morning. Let's do some levels here. I'm going to take these 2 levels from yesterday too, guys, from after hours. I'm going to take 297. We'll throw that on there. High of the pre-market today, 317. We'll throw that on there as well. And then over here, 220, 277. This is a stock that you can take levels from the 5-minute because it's a $2 stock, guys. $2 stock. I mean, if you're getting 15 cents, 20, 30 cents on this stock, you are golden, my friend. Do not expect to get, $1, $2, $3. You can, but that should not be what you're aiming for on something like this that's moving this aggressive, right? So be very, very careful on overstaying your welcome, and we'll see what it does. All right, perfect. All right, guys. We are ready. Oh, there's Brian. Brian, good morning.
Morning, Brian.
Good morning.
You can hear me. I don't think he can hear you, Carlos.
Oh, can you hear me,
I
Brian,
can't
or
hear
no?
Carlos, no.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. That's weird. Let me see if we could try to fix that. All right. Let's see if we can. I think I
Just
know
hang
how
on,
to-
Brian. Trying to get it worked out.
Yep,
Okay, no worries.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can.
There we go. Let's save that setting right there so that doesn't happen again. We'll save this and all right, there we go. We should be good going forward. All right, guys. Brian, what do you like this morning? I see your list there, but what are
Well, I'm moving things around a little bit based on what's going on. I've got, I'm looking at ORF right now, and RAD, possible rising devil trade. Blink is kind of interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of interesting stuff happening.
what's the ticker for Blink? BL
BLNK.
NK. Yep.
So yeah, it's Clove is definitely interesting. Orf is picking up the slack. So yeah, probably going to focus on those this morning right now.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. I see Andrew's there, guys. Stay safe, and we will see you guys in the chat room. Over on YouTube, guys, hit that thumbs up. Stay tuned because Andrew and Brian are trading live now. Take care, guys.
Hey, thanks, Norman. Thank you, Carlos. So, yeah, laser's not that interesting, at least at this point. Orf is the one that's kind of really kicking it up here at this point. NVIDIA is still on a bit of a tear here. Yeah, I was going to look at Beyond. I guess Duncan dropped some of their sausages or something. Not much price action there. NVIDIA is going to hit 800 by next week. We've got that split coming up on NVIDIA. Yeah, that's what I was thinking for RAD, maybe a Rising Devil trade. Be watching for maybe a pop at the open up to the VWAP.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am sorry for being a little bit late. Clove is interesting. AMC definitely. Take a look at it. Clove, MRIN. It's a lower price stock. Not really good at them, but I'm just putting in there.
It's not really doing much right now.
Yeah. Laser. Laser is interesting too. What's the float on Laser? Laser is a low float stock, isn't it?
I don't think so, no. Laser has 180 million shares. 15% of it is short.
UEXRT. All right, so my watch list is going to be your watch list. For now, IWM up 0.6. Qs are awesome. UEXRT. Clove could be potentially a really nice opening range breakup on the daily chart. What do we got? Oh yeah, look at this beauty. Laser. So what do you like, Brian? Here, what's your favorite?
Right now, I'm still kind of looking at RAD as a Rising Devil trade. Clove and Orf are selling off a little bit into the open, which sometimes happens with these things. DXRT is pulling back right now. Beyond is dropping. I think Beyond is going to be a short too. A Rising Devil
Beyond is
trade.
down 2.7%. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about it is the way it sometimes trades. Sometimes the spread on it's really bad. Yeah, like right now the spread on Beyond is 64 cents. SPY's popping a little bit here, going into the open.
TQQ, TNA are awesome. Why do I prefer Qs?
Well, I think well, Qs have done really well because of the interest rate's been dropping back down again. So money's been rotating back into the bless you. Money's been rotating back into the growth sector.
High PNE.
Okay, here we go, guys.
All right, let's see what we got. Sell a little bit TQQ here just for fun. TQQ is an all-time high, that's for sure. So let's see what Clove is doing. I really like Clove for a potential breakout above 15. AMC strong squeezed. Look at the TNA is ripping higher, so selling some TNA here if I get filled. Clove AMC potential short. AMC looks like a short, really. Closes the
Sure, I've shorted RAD 1820. I'll just cover a bit here. It's kind of.
Clove is gonna
Radic.
go up. I think. Let's see. Still looking at go short AMC a little bit. Shorting AMC a little bit at 58.
Ooh. Just covering some 1777 rad.
Shorting AMC at 58. Clove didn't really do anything, so.
Ooh, VXRT is taking a kicking. I was going to say something else, but
I'm short AMC covering some. Covering some at 57.72. TQQ running up. Let's see if AMC.
I'm long ORF.
ORPH. I stay short AMC, stop plus 58.10. MRIN might pop up.
Come on, ORF. I'm out of rad.
They're still strong on. Damn it. AMC.
Here we go.
AMC
Come on,
struggling a little bit.
I'm just selling some ORF here at 893. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Covering all of my AMC at break even. Garbage. AMC. Clove might go up. Looking at Clove potential. I'm adding Clove. Damn. Clove opening range break up. Long Clove CLOV. That's side eliminate.
Back out of ORF at flat on the rest.
Damn it, that's jerk. See what CLOV is doing, that's not good. I'm getting out of it. I gotta stop that on Clove. That was a false breakout on it. It came and it just didn't pop up. MRIN is interesting.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Taking a long on MRIN. Let's see if you can. Taking a long on MRIN at 310. See the. Oh, it is right exactly at. I'm long at 310.
Laser.
See if you can go a little bit higher. Spitting out some at 316. Yeah.
The XRT is.
Yeah, I'm long MRIN at 315, 310. See if you can get to 328. AMC could be a potential long.
Yeah, I'm long VXRT now. That's going to drop back. There we go.
I'm still long MRIN. Clove really died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dangerous. Clove, yeah, I got to stop that on it really bad. Still long MRIN.
Selling some VXRT here.
VXRT popped up
55.
nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Taking long on the AMC at 58.30. Although it's a little bit jerky AMC, I'm taking a long on AMC at 58.30.
Okay, here we go.
It is a little bit jerky, to be honest with you. But adding a little bit more to 58.40. MRIN.
It's, just selling a little bit more VXRT. 458.
Getting out of MRIN, all out at break even. AMC, let's see what AMC is doing. It's going to go up to 58.30. Some. Come on. Again, it's 5-minute shot. It's a little bit jerky, but MRIN pop back up. MRIN is not a low float stock. It doesn't seem like a low
I don't
float
know.
stock. Yeah, it doesn't trade like a low float stock. I'm back long on MRIN again at 3:30. Let's see if you can get another breakout on it.
I'm still long MRNN a little bit and still long VXRT.
See if MRN goes through 350. It's AMC. AMC. Damn, sold AMC by mistake. AMC popped up, sold a little bit more. Yeah, well, I'm getting out of MRIN really at pretty much break-even point. It's just
Okay,
a little bit jerky.
VXRT.
AMC is still long.
I'm still long VXRT, still long some
30 turned out to
mRNA.
be really nice, yeah.
Yeah, still, let's see if we can get through 9 on VXRT. It's a big ask at 875.
Yeah, AMC still is a little bit jerky. I think has the potential for the breakout. But it's just a horrible price action. Adding a little bit more on it at 58.90. I think, yeah. Let's see if you can get this 2 days ago high. Come on, you can do the AMC. This is another A setup plus an AMC. It's just a little bit, the price action is a little bit horrible. You know, we have this moving average. Yeah. So still holding. My average is at 58.38. Almost that's my average. What's TQQ doing? I'm adding a little bit TQQ here. What about TNA? TNA sold off, huh? Adding a little bit here. This just for fun. Laser is up. Doesn't have much volume.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was thinking it's maybe shorting it here because it's right back up to sold off. Now it's right back up to pre-market high. Or if I'm looking at it starting to warm up a bit here.
Yeah, I'm getting out of AMC. Stop that on AMC. Although I think it's going to go back up, but I'm stopping out of AMC. Clove. Yeah, my loss was on Clove. That was really bad. But other than that, everything was kind of positive. Yeah, AMC is jerky.
Rad is continuing to sell off now.
Clipping microphone. Is that?
Hey, your mic sounds fine here. Oh, yeah, well, I'm
Sounds
out of the rest.
crackly.
Yeah, out of the
Carlos,
rest.
Carlos, can you take a look at the microphone situation? Might be from your side because
Yours sounds fine to me.
yeah, it sounds fine to me as well. But maybe Carlos, you want to reset something or? Yeah, reset the audio chats and then get back in there. Right, so what about now? Taking a short on AMC. Much better? Okay, so sorry about that.
Okay.
So I'm taking a short on AMC. See if AMC wants to go for the low of the day. I wish I had a better entry.
Got out of MRIN. It's not trading very cleanly, and VXRT is kind of stalling out here. We never got to 9.
Let's see if AMC wants to go for the break of low of the day. It did bounce back really heavily from this low of the day, so it may not. Adding a little bit more on my short at 58, 57.94. Generally, AMC is a little bit jerky today, but okay, nicely done. Let's see if you can go one more crack for the low of the day. It's 57.69. Yeah, nice. Covering some at 57.656. Oh yes, beauty. Now this is a trade that you feel that is actually nice. Everything else was really junky. So you can get one more.
Yeah, it's selling. Nice. I'm out of VXRT. Short a little AMC with you.
Yeah. I am
Coming down to S2.
good shorts.
Maybe down to S3.
Yeah.
See if we can break 57.
I'm holding 2,000 shares short here. They're That's my position short on AMC. Average is 57.84. I still have some TNA and I still have some TQQ, so I'm holding on that.
ORF is starting to move here.
No, you don't. You're not going back. You're going down.
It'll fight.
Yeah.
Knowing AMC.
Yeah, there is a screen share, guys. You have to just change the switch the channel. Yes, what we are doing is we are
It's got
doing
long
the
ORF.
YouTube. Oh, all right. From Carlos. It's not there? What? Chat room is jerky today, huh? You should have told me earlier. I just reshared that. Yeah, you can stop Carlos your screen share. I think Carlos, you should stop your screen share anyways because oh, look at this beauty. Yeah, it's quite. So I'm still short AMC, guys. Just so that's my short on AMC, holding and see if you can go to 57.80. It did really have trouble breaking up on a opening range breakup. It was this moving average. It was really jerky. I did scalp it on the long a little bit, but now we'll just see if you can just crush and everything. So I have still this 2,000 shares.
Yes. So I'm covering some here, 57.05. It's right at, this is an S3 level on a pivot. Still long. I'm long a little bit of ORF right now too, or PH.
I think we're gonna go break this 57.68
Yeah,
and then
I think so.
56.10. I think we're gonna go down. I'm gonna hold these 2,000 shares. Anything could be a good add on it. MRIN turned out to be a jerk.
Yeah, not doing much right
As
now.
always. What's up with TNA? IWM is up 0.6. SPY doing nothing. Anything could be a good add on AMC. I'm adding a little bit on AMC here. Let's see if you can go below 57. As soon as I add it, just popped up.
Yeah, I think it's going to pop off this S3 level. I've been looking to reshort around the 9 moving average on the 2 minute, maybe 57.70ish.
So there's the S2 level.
Yeah, S1 level. I'm out of ORF. It didn't want to go.
Adding a little bit more at 57.32. But yeah, it looks like it's really this invisible S3 level. Dude.
I won't add unless we get back up to the 70s to the short.
That would be not cool if it bounces back. I was expecting to get to 57.80.
Add a little bit back here, short at 52. Ah, here we go.
Let's see.
I lied. I couldn't wait.
I just didn't like that squeeze, to be honest with you.
I think it's got more. It's got more upside here.
Yeah. I just got completely out of it.
I'm still short. See if it gets above 57.70, I'll be out.
Yeah, if you go back down, I'm gonna use F4. That is not cool. You better go up.
You're betting against me.
Yeah, Daniel
this-
constantly was really good. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, I had a solid day. If AMC goes down,
Okay, I'm going to
the
cover some here.
microphone.
57.27.
You do not go. Yeah, I just broke. I just covered everything, bastard.
It's going to cover a little more here because I'm just a little worried it might be finding a bottom here.
MRIN is getting destroyed. Beyond is nothing. Laser is nothing. Clove turned out to be. I got a bad loss on the Clove.
Okay, I'm all out of AMC.
Yeah, AMC.
I got a decent reshort on that.
Healthcare sector is breaking out. MRIN just got destroyed.
Yeah.
All right, I had a really good day. So I'm just holding on my TNA and TQQ. I think I might call it a day unless I see a really great opportunity. AMC bounce back, turned out to be a little bit jerky as always.
I'm just looking at it at the VWAP here. This is where I was going to short it originally.
I don't know if today seems a little bit. AMC today doesn't trade smoothly, unfortunately. But I guess that's the only thing that we have. TTTD scanner 70.
I'm going to try a small short on AMC again here, 57.77. If it gets above the VWAP here, give it a few cents. Gets above the VWAP, I'll cover it. Looking for a rejection at the VWAP.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice
All
rejection.
right.
Nice rejection.
Okay, I'm going to cover half there. 760.
Guys, what I noticed is when Brian is stressed, he coughs. It's a stress coughing. That's what I noticed. His short AMC is a little stressful.
It's a giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that you do that a lot, Brian. You just do this stress cough.
I was just going to say that, Dave in Connecticut. Be a terrible poker player.
Clove. Yeah, exactly. You gotta play poker with Brian. It's just
Just take my money. Just take my money now. Yeah. Yeah, we've probably known each other about 10 years. No, not quite that long.
2013.
Okay. Yeah. Almost.
8 years now. Clove.
Still waiting.
Clove. Yeah, I'm giving up on AMC. I short and long both of them. That ad was not great. didn't work out. But it just the size of the candlesticks are big, so it's not a big fan of candlesticks around here.
Okay, just going to
Even
cover
though,
some here.
yeah,
Covering some here at 57.36.
Salah is running up.
Salah's running up.
Oh yeah, not much volume, but it's nice. Tesla was running
Wow.
up yesterday. It was really good. Tesla today is also up. ARK must be up now. 2%. Tesla is running up. Yeah, Tesla, the EV sector just got back to strength. Money flowing in, flowing out. Are you still short AMC?
Yeah, a little bit. Just trying to see if it's going to, this is kind of where it could find support here. This is back at the prior low.
Yeah, on a daily chart, the problem is that AMC has got stuck in daily chart in between these two range, and it just can kill you. If you crack this 5680, it has the room to go down, or if what pops up has the room to go down. But right now, the reason that it's trading is so choppy and it's jerky is just so because on a daily chart it's stuck in this range. But it looks like it wants to go back and test the low of the day.
Yeah, I think well, it's at low. It's pretty close to low of day right now. So this 57. I'm really looking for it to lose this level. If it does, could be good for a nice flush, another dollar maybe.
Nice.
See.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to go down. Should I jump back in there or no?
No. Well, I would not a great entry here.
No, definitely.
Okay, it's lost 57.
It's gonna go down, I think. I think you're gonna test the 56.75. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, beauty.
Okay, yeah, covering some here at 77. Yeah, 57.77. So just add a little bit left here. See if we can get down to R4 or S4, I should say. S4 is under 56.
$56.37. This one might go to 56 now that it lost it. Again, it's a little bit choppy, but I have a moving average down here at 56.10, which potentially could be the next target. Oh yeah, beauty. Why am I not in there? Why am I not in there?
I didn't know. I wasn't even going to trade at AMC today. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a very, very nice drop. Stocks only go up, except AMC that is going down now. Yeah, Farhad, it's choppy today. MC, at least at the open, wasn't great. Now it looks amazing. It's gonna break 56.50 because there are big bids down there. Unfortunately, I'm not in there either. I mean, that ad kind of messed me up. Even if the ad wasn't bad, I just like it really did test my entry at 58. So unfortunately, I'm looking at it with regret as well. I could go back in there, but I'm just done with my day. I had a really, really good day, so I just don't want to mess around with it. But more than trading is good trading for more than money. Good trading is for me right now is important. That's why I'm just sometimes I'm happy because the move is really good. MRIN, I'm positive, but it just didn't get that breakout. I mean, from 310, I got it to 325, but it just didn't get that breakout that I was really expecting. Or there was another one that we traded. AMC, MRIN, and CLOV, yeah. Even AMC, I'm positive on AMC. I'm $900 positive on the long, but it just didn't that breakout that I really want. So it's just, that's why it's not that $900 not really make me happy. It's just, I wanted that breakout above 58.80. Ahmed, that's why you need handcuffs. Do you think we're making handcuffs as a joke? You need a handcuff. No, seriously, this is not a joke. This saves your life.
I'm out of AMC. I covered my short. I didn't like the doji that it put in there on the 2-minute chart. It's probably gonna squeeze back up here. Is what I'm guessing. Beyond is looking weak. Back in a sec.
Beyond wasn't great. VXRT, Brian got a really nice long on VXRT. I just didn't catch it. IWM sold off. That's not cool. Adding a little bit of IWM. No, not IWM, idiot. I want to buy. Sell. I want to buy TNA. CLOV sold off, eh?
Yeah. CLOV, VXRT, ORF.
AMD hit the scanner with high volume. What's that one up to? AMD's running up. Oh, yeah, beauty. Oh, man. Peter must be happy. Look at this amazing move on it. Peter, how is your AMD doing? Gotta be really happy. That's a very. Someone mentioned a very strong big ask at 86. I saw in the chat room. AMD put 920. Potentially, it's really strong today. AMD. Yeah, that was a really nice breakout. Next level is here. Peter, you trade AMD in a choppy day. You missed this one. That can be better than this.
Twitter just keeps going here. This is like the 6th day it's up.
It's Bitcoin at 33,000. Choppy market. Run night scanner.
BA keeps popping up on the scanner.
CLOV looks like it's getting destroyed.
Yeah. No love today. No love for CLOV.
Yeah. Qs turn out to be the strongest sector, huh?
Yeah, Qs are breaking out again.
Yeah.
What's the
AMC is doing.
What's TLT's up a bit today, so that means yields are down again. So that would be the reason why see the Q's up.
Yeah, your AMC is breaking down. I'm thinking of a possible long on AMC on a reversal, but I'm not convinced yet. What's coin at? 7%. Yeah, AMC is still running up, down. Yeah, Ron is constantly hitting the scanner.
Same with Piton. Piton BA.
Bed Bat and Beyond. Yeah, that's the. Let's see, TVIG's garbage. SNDL horrible. MRIN still doing some stuff. Bone is doing halting. Claw is dead. AMC got to the 5610. TRCH is running. Oh, interesting.
Torch. We're back with Torch.
TRGM wants to probably go to 6. I'll be back in a second, guys.
Wish is getting destroyed too here. all the all the meme stocks. BTX starting to take off here. BTX, I have a swing. All right. Peter is playing AMD today. Twitter is still going. Gosh, it's amazing. It's AMD looked like AMD had a nice run up. Looks like it's putting in a mountain pass there, Peter. Looks like a double top. You're already short. I don't know if it works on 1 minute chart. I just use a 2 minute. Probably isn't the same. You'll have different moving averages. I'm just looking for something I might be interested in trading. Wish is right at the 9 moving average right now. So it's below it. So it's probably may use it as resistance. I'm not watching TRCH. I'm watching Wish to see if it's going to fail here or not. Let's take a look at Torch. Well, all I can say is Torch is still in a bit of an uptrend. I don't know if it's consolidating here for another move higher or if it's going to roll over. It's hard to say. All these ones, Clove, Orf, they've all kind of flattened out here. It's really hard to say whether Torch is going to move up again or not. So Wish has gotten through the 9 moving average. The 20 is the next one. Sort of this is the reverse, the 920. See if it gets through the 20 moving average here on the 2 minute chart. Not seeing anything I'm crazy about trading right now. Orf looks like it might maybe break down here. Uh, okay. So all you YouTube people out there, it's or 45 minutes into the trading day. Things are kind of settling down a little bit, and we'll have moderators on all day, obviously. But this is getting into a bit of a quiet time. So thank you, everybody out there, for joining us today. Appreciate it. Hit that like button if you hadn't already, and yeah, so we'll be shutting the YouTube channel down now and continuing on with the trading day with our members. So hopefully you're thinking about joining us. We'd love to have you part of the community. So take care, and hope everybody had a green day. Cheers.